everyone, this is Cherry Enchantress, and I'm here with your February pick a card. Finally, I'm sorry, we've already gone into February just a little bit, but pick your pile to get some February messages. So your first choice is Fluttering Hearts, the second choice is Feels Right, and the third choice is Connect With Me, and underneath each of these is a second message, a surprised message. So pick the message that you're drawn to, and then you'll find a surprise message, and then we'll just keep going from there to find out things about love, especially love, career, finances, health, wealth, spirituality, and things like that for the month of February. So take a deep breath in through your nose. Close your eyes, release your breath through your mouth. Open your eyes and let them be drawn to the pile that's meant for you. Let's begin. All right, pile one, you chose the Fluttering Hearts, and your secret card is someone is coming. So your love life is about to get richer and some maybe unexpected. If you already are involved with somebody and you're very happy with them, then the someone is coming could be just something else, something else fun and exciting to level up your life, whether it's love or money or anything else. But for those of you who are single or yearning or searching, somebody is coming for you. Or if you're in a long distance relationship, somebody might be coming towards you. All right, let's see. Let's get a few tarot messages with the Final Rose Tarot. Okay, let's see what we have. Okay, nice, look at it, a balloon. This is the Knight of Flutes, the hopeless romantic. That is so funny because I was thinking to myself, I would like Spirit, I was asking Spirit actually, saying, Spirit, could you give us an archetype? The archetype that they gave you is the hopeless romantic, the King of Flutes, or the King of Cups, the King of Clups, the King of Cups. And so the King of Flutes is the knight. He's the action man. So that's good. That makes even more sense, because if it was just the king, which would be nice too, he would be just sitting there being very sweet. But because he's the knight, he's making a move. So the hopeless romantic, this is kind of like a charming guy who's coming, like basically your knight in white. Your knight in shining armor, or your white knight, or whatever you want to call it. But he's coming to rescue you from your cares and worries, like a literal knight in shining armor. He's overflowing with love feelings, and all he wants to do is lavish you with the most romantic gestures. He's like sentimental and caring, planning an adventure. Like he's got this like surprise love outing planned for you, something romantic, and he's really here to sweep you off your feet. So this is going to be awesome. Like if you have a particular person in mind, maybe they're a bit at a distance, you are going to miss them on Valentine's Day and you wish you could spend at least Valentine's Day with them, then you may have this nice surprise coming through of this beautiful, charming, imaginative, emotional, and romantic person, male or female, coming through to give you that beautiful date that you're looking for. Speaking of date that you're looking for, I'm going to go ahead and see. Let's see if the romantic fairy validates and clarifies this. So what's coming through? Okay, wait. Whoa, okay, good. You got an honest communication coming out, so expect a heart-to-heart conversation. What else? And reaching out. Okay, expect a call or a text from your person of interest. So definitely some good communication coming through with your person of interest. You may find that it may be a surprise, it may not, and they may call you and say, "Okay, I got an idea. What do you think? Can I do? You know, the plan might be something special and secretive, but they'll make sure that you'll be there for them, so it's not like they come to see you and then you're out of town or something like that. It's gonna work out just great. Speaking of love, and reaching out and communicating, I'm going to get a little bit of a love message for you using my Enchanted Kiss messages here. Let's see what they might like to say to you. Let's see. You've got, "You're the closest to heaven that I'll ever be." Oh, that's so nice. So that's a lovely energy right there. So now let's get a little bit of, let's see if we can get a little work and career message going on. All right, we're going to use the wisdom of the Oracle to get a little work message. Let's see. A little finance. Oh, okay. You've got 3 cards came out. I'm going to see which one resonates the most. You got TikTok. TikTok! Maybe you're going to make some money off of TikTok, okay? You have Thinker and Blessed. So I feel like TikTok is just about, it's like timing. I feel like that it's important that you don't lose track of time, and that you keep your focus and don't just and be aware, pay attention. Time is kind of an illusion, so I know it gets hard sometimes, but especially like if you've been like me and caught in this very strange time situation where everything sort of blurs and blends into each other. And I actually missed going live, and I feel really sorry for those of you who are used to seeing me live on Tuesday nights. I missed it, so I won't be able to go live Friday either, but maybe I'll do another Saturday morning for everybody. So I'll keep you posted in the community page on that. But as far as TikTok here, it means that there's just things that are timeless, like this reading. Like whenever you stumble upon it, even though it's meant for February, it can be for whenever you stumble upon it. There's also this a divine time, and then there's like that verse, to every season there is a turn. There's just like the right time to do something, like the right time to trim your bushes or the right time to fertilize, things like that. So we have like a certain time construct that we create. We try to make it linear, but it's not really linear, but it's the best way we can handle time in our schedules and in our world. But people have and it's time now for you to imagine past the linear time, and don't worry about the past actually, or even the future, but be more in the present. But this is saying, like, what if everything creativity, beauty, chaos, and order were all happening right now, in a glorious timelessness? You have all the time in the world to co-create the life that you desire. So just release your agenda. Let go of your need to shape each moment to your expectations. So this is your spiritual message here. And just know that, miracles are right here, right now, always showing up when you need them. So for prosperity, it's about being a co-creator. The things that you make and do in your time, in your space, is kind of a manifestation that you, in a co-creation with spirit. It's in the spiritual time is timeless. There's nothing to measure. So it is a little bit a concept that can be hard to grasp at times. But just remember that it's not, there's not like a particular conformity that you're dealing with right in this month of February. It's very loose. It's very loose. Towards the end of February, we're going into Pisces season, and it feels like you're going to feel so fluid and creative and spiritual and loose that it feels right. You know, it feels very fantastical and imaginative. And I really encourage you maybe to do things like that. Like go see one of those shows, it's called Mesmorica or something like that, where just it's you know, it's like all these beautiful graphics and screen things put to music, and it's very, you know, like existential and unusual and beautiful. And or you can do practical things like go on garden tours or whatever. But I feel like more fantasy type things would be something that would really help you, like expand your thoughts and expand your ideas of how you're gonna make money, you know. So the thinker, I feel like it's a little bit different. It's like there's could be a lot of people out there that go into their that go into monkey mind, you know, into the overthinking. But it's good to have some kind of strategy and analyze and be logical, and maybe it's a balance of both, you know. So strategize and use your time wisely, but also daydream if you need to, because our daydreams is what brings about our ideas, our creativity. So it's a mix of that, you know. There'll be times where you need that, just like that fluid, unconstrained energy, and then other times where you need to zoom down and get a little more focused and more planned and put things on a schedule again. So it's a little bit of both, it feels like to me. There's going to be some times where you're going to know you'll need specific calculated action, make a strategy, write steps down, make lists, and then start going for it one thing at a time. But if you get into this need where you need to release control and strategies and plans and timelines, then do release it and be a little more fluid. You know, kind of balance a little bit of both. That's important for this month for you. And then blessed is like you feeling like no matter what happens, that you have an attitude of gratitude, and that attitude is definitely going to bring you more of the same. And there's also, beyond just having a good attitude, you're creating something is coming towards you, something wonderful that is unearned, like good luck, like winning the lottery or something. And it's unearned and unexpected and an unforeseen gift from spirit. So this could be like you know, it could be in your love life too. It could be just unexpected feeling of unexpected person coming through, like this beautiful unexpected gift that's coming your way, like this surprise rendezvous, this surprised outing, this surprise Valentine getaway maybe. But also as far as money is concerned, it could be like winning something, a windfall or good fortune, or some kind of phase where difficulties or obstacles are just disappearing, just kind of dissipating. And so be ready to receive, like the windows of opportunity are open wide, accept the blessings, and you know, and share them, share the good times with people that when they come through. I'm going to just add a little message from the Oracle of the Roses, mostly because it's just too pretty and I can't pass it up. And it is a kind of rosy month. I always think of roses with valentines and strawberries and chocolates. And that reminds me, I need to go get some candy for my love, my family, my loves. All right, let's see what we get. These are mostly archetype cards. I was smiling to myself because it's so nice to have conversations with people who know what you're talking about. And somebody said something about archetype, and I'm like, yes. You know, like I could say the word archetype and another person would know what I'm talking about. But when I'm talking to you and you know what an archetype is, it makes me feel happy. It makes me feel so happy. Doesn't it feel good to be understood? It does. Okay, let's see what, like this archetype can be a person, but it can also just be your energy too, a general energy for the month that could be helping you. Ooh, the innovator. Look at that pretty rose. This is the modern garden rose. Oh, and it's the number 42, which is half of my favorite number. Well, it's my favorite number reversed, and it is the answer. So this is the Hoosier's Beauty Rose. It does look beautiful, right? All right, so the Beauty Rose, let's find out about this. The innovator. I feel like this combination of a dreamer plus practicality is definitely what's necessary to be a great innovator. So, action. This is a month for action. Action needs to be undertaken now, but there could be somebody making action towards you. So that's good too. Be careful with your ideas and who you trust, though. Like if you have an idea for something, you came up with a really creative idea, keep it to yourself, or don't share it with people until you know for sure that you can trust them. If you have something special to do, you have something special to work on, just remember that the thing that you're working on needs to be protected somehow. So like a copyright or some kind of protection, even if it's just like a spiritual protection. If you put a sort of imagery on it, like a protective bubble around it or something like that, even if it's a relationship, you know. So look before you leap, you know, not a lot of acting just on impulse, but clarity will help you resolve any clouded idea, you know, facets. You'll know when it happens, how to move and when to move. So the timing, you're just going to feel so, I love this energy. You're going to feel so in tuned with and fluid with time and the right time to make moves and the right time to start something and the right time to bring something into the world and innovating things and creating things. Just so much creativity here. So the innovator, if this is a person, whether it's you or somebody you know, is a planner who's good at problem solving and giving clarity to ideas that could have been challenging before. And so you or your person or somebody that's being a great influence on you is helping you to provide fresh eyes and insights and how to begin and where to begin on certain ideas and actions and making your moves. So I think it's a really great energy, like a great time for implementing ideas. The ideas, I think that maybe it's possibly the beginning of the month, there'll be a lot of like daydreaming, creating and ideas popping into your mind, and then more towards the end of the month, bringing it to fruition. There's also just this surprise element happening in February, like good luck and happy surprises. You know, that's what I'm feeling. Also, the innovator correlates to the sign of Pisces, so that could be you or somebody that you're connected to. So and interestingly enough, Pisces not necessarily considered like the practical sign or anything, you know, but they're more like this timeless sign. But a practical Pisces, so somebody who's a great daydreamer but can also put their ideas to the foreground, is a really good combination of things. So there'll be something that happens that helps you manifest your ideas. Okay, so let's get a little bit of charms now. Okay, here we go. All right, well, we have the Eiffel Tower, which makes me feel like destinations. Same with the little Taj Mahal, feels like a location or destination. But The Eiffel Tower can also represent that you are like a transmitter tower, and you're sending out this signal to the universe, which is like the satellite in space, and you're telling universe or manifesting what you want, and they're sending it back to you. So it's like, it's truly, your gifts are coming back to you tenfold. All right, so we have the number 22. We have made with, what is this? This is made with love, made with I can't read that. Made with a smile, made with a smile. Can you see that? Oh, okay. And we have a motorcycle. So that's like revving your engines. You could actually be driving a motorcycle or riding with somebody, but it could be just metaphorical, like a ride, this feeling of freedom. What does the motorcycle mean to you? Like, is something exciting, something powerful? It also has kind of a masculine edge to it. It's kind of sexy too. So it's a combination of those kinds of feelings, you know. We have the snowflake, which means one of a kind. No two snowflakes are alike. This person is very unique and special, and that could be you or somebody that you know. You have the infinity symbol, and you have French fries. So you know what, French fries is kind of like your secret indulgence. And you have the stork. So a lot of you could be very fertile and may end up getting pregnant this month, and that could be something new too that comes into your world. But the stork can also represent this new idea, this thing that wants to be birthed into your world. And then we have, and also I kind of see Bambi. When I see the deer, I think about the movie and how he's just a little deer and he can't get up, and then somebody tells him to get up, and then he stands on his little feet, and then he's running. Like the next second he's running. So deers are funny on how, like, when they're born, they within minutes they can start walking and then running. And I feel that's kind of that energy. It's like this thing that's going to be born or birthed is going to take off really fast. Also, just don't forget the moments that the snowman represents, that some things are temporary and some things don't last. Just like a sunset or sunrise. I mean, we can see another sunset the next day, but it won't be the same as the one as the day before. So savor your moments, like, and this energy of time. Remember, it's things are happening in the now, and so look at it as a now moment, okay? And see things as moments and enjoy that, and try not to project too much into the future, and try not to you can reminisce about the past, but don't dwell in the past. No dwelling, okay? No dwelling and no projections. All right. Well, I hope you like that. You're welcome to watch the other piles if you want to. Thumbs up if you like that. Feel free to comment below if you like it. Just welcome to say anything and express your, how you connect with this reading, and definitely check out. I have my description box shows you lots of places where you can find me and ways you can support the channel. And you can also just check out the channel. I have lots of playlists that you can check out, see what suits you. If you like meditation things, I've got a playlist for that. It's like I got a playlist for anything. I got a subject for that too. Any subject you could possibly want, you can type in Pixie Dust Tarot or Cherry Enchantress and then write the topic, and I'll probably have a video for it. So, feel free to do that. I do a daily dust, which is like a daily general reading for everybody. I do little weekly things here and there. I should be picking back up my weekly messages from your person, love messages from your person, especially for this month of February. So please be on the lookout for all the stuff that I have on my channel, and check out me on TikTok and Instagram too. All right, I'll see you around. Faith, Trust, and Pixie Dust. Alright, and here's pile number 2 with Feels Right, and underneath that you have surprise card that says Fresh Start. So you could be here from pile 1. I encourage you to watch all 3 piles if it feels right. It feels right. But there could be this new fresh start in romance, or it could be fresh start in other places in your life as well. So let's just get a little romance reading. Let's see, What could be next in your love life? Let's find out with the tarot. This is the Final Rose Tarot that I'm going to be using. It's such a beautiful deck. All right. Let's see what comes out for you for the month of February. We also have a full moon coming up soon. Well, that's too many. Let's see. Just one card, or okay. No, that's too many. Okay, they're insisting. This one, these two. Okay, so we have the Bachelor and a date card. Ooh, very nice. So okay, the Bachelor represents the divine masculine, the Emperor energy. So this is going to be somebody who, you know, this is somebody you're going to like, okay? It's not just going to be, it's not going to be the I don't know, somebody that's not on your level. This is a person who truly matches you. This is your counterpart. This is the right guy. He's handsome. He's got a lot going on with him. You know, he may have like the weight of the world on his shoulders, but he also has love in mind. And he's about structure and order and discipline and fairness and quality time for everybody. He has power for sure, but he is focused on you. You are the one he's interested in. And he's going to give you a fair time here. All right, or she, I mean, because, right, this can be gender, choose what gender you want. But it's, the example here is a masculine or male bachelor here. But you will be receiving a date card. Nice. So if you're not attached to anyone, then this could be this could be something you don't even realize is going to be happening in February, because believe me, just recently I had no idea a certain person was going to reach out to me, and they did, and then voila, there they are. So you know, it could be something like that. It could be somebody that comes through and says, hey, let's go out, and you just like unexpected. Or it could be, you could be your boyfriend, and your boyfriend says, hey, I got an idea. So so if you receive a love note, it could also be just love notes, loving words, little messages here and there. Don't you love that? Like throughout the day, if somebody says nice things to you, gives you love notes, affirmations, kind words, then when you get to finally see them, let's say you're both at work together and they text you sweet little nothings all day long, then when you finally get to see each other at the end of the day, it's like you feel so connected, you feel so close to them, you feel so ready to make love, and not just you know, I'm sure that it depends on the couple, but a lot of feminines out there need to be warmed up emotionally, you know? And so I think there's going to be a lot more of that, like a lot more of these verbal exchanges, the written words, a lot of this romantic gestures in the written word. So, and then also it could be a lot of exciting things that help you make your imagination run wild. It could be like, it could be sexting. It could be lots of things like that. It could be like pillow talk too, and a lot of sexy words and things like that. But I feel like a definite romantic energy here too. The big picture is still unknown, so it's like focus on the now and the next beautiful date, the beautiful time together. It's not saying that this is a forever relationship necessarily, but it's saying that this is a nice opportunity that's coming up. So there could be some planning happening and something happening in the future, but the bigger picture, the big future is still a little bit unknown. But let's see if we can narrow it down a little bit with the romantic Faery Oracle. Let's see about the bigger picture. Is this somebody that you can... Okay, so there is a hot romance here. This is definitely sexual, but Who knows if it's going to be beyond sexual? Flames of passion ignites. Okay, they're going to reach out. So it could be definitely like what I'm saying. Like, who knows what's happening big picture, but for the time being, you're going to have a lot of sexy talk. A lot of sex talk. A lot of good communication and sexy talk coming out. And it feels really beautiful. It makes you like, it really lifts your energy up. Even if it's not a long-term relationship, it can lift your energy up enough to attract that one that will come in and that's meant for you for a longer time. Or if this is your person, you're already with somebody, your husband, your girlfriend or boyfriend or wife or fiance or whoever it is, if there's somebody in your life, I think your sex life is really going to be turned up a notch. Like a lot of married couples out there could be going to like marriage counseling, where my parents did this, where they wrote love notes to each other in order to kind of like reconnect and get to know each other again. So it could be something like that happening for you. Let's get a little message here from my message deck, the Enchanted Kiss. All right, this is saying, but more than ever, I simply love you more than life itself. Oh, that's so nice. Okay. That's why they called it the blues. Sometimes there could be some separation moments here, I think. And so, yeah, like I just feel like, yeah, it could be something like where you're just at work together or away from each other, and then it makes the time together so much that sweeter. All right, let's go ahead and get into a little prosperity and spirituality message here using the wisdom of the Oracle. Here we go. All right, you have, oh nice, you have loyal heart. That's really good. And you have a higher power coming through. Very beautiful. You have regeneration. This could be like taking something that I feel like that's happened a little in pile one, but taking something that's already established and then, oh no, you know what? Where this feels like it came out in my in Daily Dust. So in the Daily Dust, it had this energy of like the tower moment, but taking something that's already established but was on a shaky foundation, and then changing it and making something solid and firm so you can branch out, so you can grow from there. I think with the loyal heart, your love life's going to be very nice. There's a sense of fidelity and loyalty and devotion, and that sustains you through every part of your life. There's going to be a lot of just faithfulness towards you, in any area. There's assuredness, an abiding certainty. And then on top of all of that, spirit is always loyal to you, no matter what the outer circumstances may appear to be. Your spirit is always there for you. So trust and have faith, because you are eternally loved. The divine is always protecting you, and it's always directing you in the right direction. It's like, if you face rejection, it's for your protection, right? Well, I don't see that at all happening here in February, but maybe it happened in January or last year sometime. In the Daily Dust, it did mention something like that, where there could have been some kind of rejection, but now a new person's coming into your life. So that's what this feels like. It feels like something's right and something's new. But let's see, that's your relationship, but what about in your work life? It could be long-term loyalty to your goals, no matter what they are, whether it's about your body or about your work or career. It's becoming evident that your aspirations for success are being noticed. Success is finally taking shape. If you're loyal to your dreams and faithful to your plans, and see, we had the planning energy, then and still being flexible and, you know, devoted to serving others, you'll be shown proof of your true prosperity. And this is a time for joyful celebrations of spirit, and you're manifesting your partner. So that's great. Like, and partners in business as well. You know, people that you can trust and rely on, that can support you financially and also spiritually, and also in your romantic life. And there might be people that are already in place there in those areas of your life, and this is just going to like be very reinforced in February. You're going to feel this sense of loyalty and support more than ever before. The regeneration is all about rebirth and second chances and new opportunities. So I definitely get the feeling in this pile that something happened in 2022 or maybe in January, and there is a little bit of a lull or low period, and now there's this regeneration, there's this newness, a birth, a resurrection, a new life, a new person, a new you, you know, a sense of starting over again. But this new second chance feels even better than you could imagine. So these second chances, whatever opportunities you thought were dead, are now revived. And that's what I'm saying. Like, this could be a whole new thing, but it could be something that was working on a certain level before. It just maybe didn't have the right foundation, like my daily dust said. Like, you didn't need to change the person, you just needed to change the way you guys were going about things. Or you didn't need to change your job, you just needed to change your department, or you needed to change something within the job or your schedule or something else, you know. So it feels like something that you're gonna let go of that's not working, but incorporate something new that revives it, that revitalizes, almost like you have a plant and you've been feeding it something and it's just not doing any good, and then you realize, oh, I should give it this fertilizer. You try this new treatment and then it blossoms really amazingly. Or with your pets, you know, they weren't, you know, not feeling so healthy, or they had skin condition, and then you change their diet a little bit and then they do so well. It feels like something like that, you know, and it makes something stronger, you know, and more more ability to be flexible at the same time. Because when something is stronger, it's like the willow, it bends but it doesn't break. So I feel like I'm hearing joints too, like maybe joint something, that some kind of vitamin or something, that or oil that you'll be taking to help your joints or your body somehow. But whatever it is, you know, or whatever it was that wasn't working, it's now being replaced by something better and more powerful and growing in its place. So step into your new life, and destiny is being fulfilled in wondrous ways. So if like, say something at work was failing and it wasn't doing so good, just remember that that out of the ashes grows the new thing, right? Out of the difficulty, there's like the seed that lies dormant for ready to be bloomed, ready to grow into that new thing. And then once it germinates in your subconscious, it pushes towards a new awareness, and then there you are, you know, a new start, a more powerful version of what you were before. You're right for success. So basically, you're going to be the possibilities for success in February out the roof. You know, new opportunities, but much better than the ones that came before, appear like gifts from the gods. Now is one of those times when it seems like any kind of loss or failure is like the opposite's happening, a remarkable abundance. Don't dwell on the past, because you really are experiencing a rebirth. And it's interesting because Autistic Mystic was saying something like that. He was saying the key phrase for 2023 for him was plot twist. And I thought that was kind of cool. It's like whatever you expected it's going to be like, no, it's going to be way better. It's like plot twist. It's like reading or watching a movie or reading a book with an incredible like whodunit or a mystery book, and and you think you can predict the next thing, and you're following along and kind of excited and hoping for a surprise and thinking you kind of got the clue, and then bam, it's like even crazier than what you imagined, and it excites you because isn't it fun when we're surprised in an exciting way, when especially when it comes to movies and books, right? Because we don't want things to be predictable. We want to be excited. We want to be surprised. And so it's something like that's happening into your life as well. Something exciting and surprising. But I'm also hearing that so another thing that Autistic Mystic was saying about that what could happen this year for a lot of people, like, so let's say something really unhappy happened last year, something kind of like felt like, man, I got bad karma, like look at all this that's happened to me, boom boom boom, or whatever. This year it's like it's like the upside down. It's like flipping back, right? Like this is the upside down, right? This is that ugly world that's dry and dark, and then boom is the blossom world with the flowers and everything gorgeous and sparkly and beautiful. It's like that's gonna happen. It's like, but like not even that, just like 10 times that or 100 times that. Like you're gonna be so surprised how that unhappy set of circumstances is gonna flip and blossom into the most amazing set of circumstances that you could even dream of. You never could have dreamed of it. It's a complete plot twist and twist of fate, and it's like, yeah, amazing. Okay, so yeah, that's it. That's all. And it may not happen right in February, but I do expect it for you in 2023. But I think you're going to start to see some signs of it in February. At least maybe in the love life department, a kind of a nice surprising twist in your dating situation. But also like little clues about being focused on particular goals, and then finally, like, whoa, it took me forever to manifest this, but look at this, is finally I'm seeing clues that all my hard work is paying off here. All right, so I'm going to do one more deck. I'm going to use the Oracle of the Roses, which is really beautiful. I can't help it because it's so pretty with that beautiful red edge. Let's see what we get. And it's like archetype cards, but also good messages involved in it too. Like this could represent your whole month. Ooh, and you got the Citizen. Okay. This is the Modern Garden Rose. Didn't we just have a modern rose? Okay, and you got the pretty pink rose. Pile one had a really gorgeous red rose. The Citizen feels nice. It feels like you're part of the community, and so it's about direction. So is what you're doing in keeping with the direction or outcome you want to achieve? So totally goes with the loyal heart. If you're being loyal to your goals, but it's okay. It's being loyal to your goals, but finding that one like tweak thing, that thing that you do, that little tiny shift, that little kind of like, instead of taking this vitamin, I take that vitamin, that changes everything. Like this whole amazing transformation comes about. So I feel like the Citizen is going to represent some changes that you're going to learn about, and it helps you align to achieve balance and success. And you may feel like there's times where you want to be rebellious. Like I feel like that with diet. It's like, well, that's not fair. I want to eat cake or whatever, Well, and in this particular program that I'm trying new, I can eat cake if I want to. It's just I have to do it in a certain way, and it's like not go get carried away, and I could still eat salad, like you're supposed to do both, or you can do both. In other words, it's like not either or, depriving yourself or whatever. So like that's just a little example, but I'm saying you might discover something in the way you've been doing stuff that helps you when you tweak it, when you change your idea about it just a little bit, that helps sustain it longer and it brings your goals to you. The citizen is the everyday person who's focused on democracy and betterment of the people, and they're approachable and friendly and easily connect with others. And it's the astrology sign of Aries. And it's about balance, authenticity, truth, acceptance, and belonging. And so there does, to me, also feels like a community effort happening here, and community goals, but also individual goals that where you can still be yourself and do you, and have a bit of a rebel inside you, but still yet conform. So okay, maybe a combination of those kinds of things. So let's see what your charms have to say. Oh, yeah, a little bit more than that. Okay. All right. So, okay, I'm going to save this for the last bit. Oh, wow. Oh, my gosh. Okay, this is interesting. Also felt a bit of politics running through here for some reason. You know, like focusing, and the citizen feels kind of like that, and good coming out. And yeah, the upside down, like things, wrongs being righted. Like finally, once and for all, like truth and justice and the wrongs being righted. We've got that's funny, and autistic mystic also sense the same thing. So we have the mermaid, which is like a deep and beautiful person, like inside and out, somebody who's a really good deep communicator. We have the number 3. We have the sword of truth, so honesty and truth. And we've got the weights. This could be working out, like maybe it's something that you incorporate in your routine, and you just do a few dumbbell exercises, and you realize this is making a huge difference and I like it. That's good. You got good and hope. You have this one is great because this is the diamond cluster, which is like, to me, represents like pentacles times 1,000. This is like a lot of abundance, good luck, beauty too, like a glow up. And then we have, oh, you could be painting, the artist, designing, creating. You have the compass, which is, you know, going a certain direction. North nodes, following your north node is a good way to follow your goals and dreams, and your life purpose, and helping you along your path to your life purpose. And we have believe in yourself, and then we have the anchor, which is stability and strong foundations and feeling centered and solid. All right, and now we've got the TIE fighter and the X-Wing fighter. Well, so one represents the bad guys in Star Wars, and one represents the good guys. So it's kind of an interesting play. A very important scene in A New Hope, which is the first movie that came out, which is not the first movie in the series necessarily. There's a scene where, you know, Luke Skywalker is trying to shoot a hole in the Death Star to blow it up, and so he's being pursued by the X-Wing fighter, which is, I think, Darth Vader's in that one. And then, funny enough, to me, I always see the X-Wing fighter as Han Solo, as this energy coming from out of the blue to help you. So he shoots the X-Wing with the bad guy to help the good guy make his goal. So it just feels like, and this guy was written off, like nobody expected this guy to come through for you. So it could be somebody like that. It could be romantic, it could be personal, it could be family, it could be anything. But it's like this energy that's coming through to save the day. It's like the hero coming to save the day. All right, so I hope you like that. It could be spirit, it could be anything or anyone, or it could be just a crazy set of like karma, like doing this big 180 flip, and now suddenly all the rewards are coming. It could be like that, just super easy and simple. So pretty much stay your course, stay true, be a good person. Don't create, more karma. Just keep with building, like if you got obstacles, meet those obstacles with grace and loyalty and kindness and goodness. And then you'll see suddenly this year is a big flip, but you're going to start seeing the first flips, the first goodness, the first good rewards in February. I hope you like that. Thumbs up if you like that. Feel free to comment below. Share this with your friends, and subscribe if you're new, and hello if you're new. If you're not new, then hello. Thank you so much for coming back. I appreciate you following me all this time, and or for whatever time you follow me. And feel free to watch the other piles. You could have a bigger message here too. Go back and watch pile 1 because it feels a little bit connected. And so yeah, thank you again for being here. Check out my description box for places where you can find me and things that you can buy to support the channel. And well, yeah, check out my playlist, and you can check out my Teespring. There's all kinds of things that you can see on my channel, like the front page, and then you can go to videos, and then you could go to playlists, and then the community page is a page where I reach out to people and tell them like what's coming up next, or send them love messages. Sometimes I get channeled messages in music form, and I'll post them there. So yeah, visit me. Visit my channel. There's a lot to see there besides just watching these videos, but you can also check out more than just my pick a cards. Definitely watch Daily Dust and anything else that I'll be sending out there. So I'll see you at the next video. Faith, trust, and pixie dust. And here's pile number 3, and your surprise card is Strongly Attracted. This could be like a yes/no question for you, like, does he like me back? Does she like me back? And if you're thinking about cherries like me, yes, they like you back. Strongly attracted. Okay, so let's see what else is going on for you in the month of February. We're going to use the Final Rose Tarot here. Let's see what we got. Give it another good shuffle. This is such a pretty deck. Okay, I think I just want one. I'll take the one that flipped upwards. Yes, okay. So you got the Host. All right. The Host is the Hierophant. So it's about structure and rules and societal norms and things like that. The Host also feels very esoteric in a way to me. It's like, it's kind of like your higher self, or a spiritual advisor that's actually either living or, you know, passed on into the 5D. It feels like a guardian angel at times to me. The Host could be, and when the Host came out on my Daily Dust, I don't remember what day that was, but that I was getting that energy then. And so the Host represents, oh yeah, I know it. It came out in a friend's reading. And what was fun is that their love interest is Taurus, and the Host represents Taurus. So this is all about upholding tradition, preserving old structures, assigning roles that conform an outdated narrative sometimes, but finding love can be like that. Could be like, you know, maybe things that your parents told you. You need to find a guy that's like this and this and this, or you need to, you know, date and then get married. You know, like do everything proper steps and whatever. Like there's a lot of you guys out there that want the proper way of doing things, and that's okay. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. You know, and I don't believe in, you know, imagining that you have a clock, you know, and that time's running out to start a family and things like that. But I get it. I get why a lot of people run into that energy. Like they by the time they're in their 30s, at least their early 30s, they want to find that love because they want to have that family, because 30s are the prime time to have families and have babies and settle down. It's definitely feels like the prime time, right? It might be pushing closer to 40s now, might be a good time, but like according to structure and society, it's like, you know, build your career, then start your family, blah blah blah. These are the right times to do everything, the right procedures, the right step. But you know what, I feel like with the host coming out, it's not just a pressure to conform to society. It could be just saying you're going to be one of the lucky ones, that everything's going to work out that way for you. And you might start to see signs of that in February. If you're already with somebody, you could be leveling up with them. You know, like if you're dating, you could be moving in together. If you're moving in together, you could be getting engaged, something like that. So there could be some things according to that. You could be the energy that rebels against the society conforms and norms and things like that. So we'll find out more what works for you, what's right for you in the other cards. But I feel like traditions can be good and helpful in to certain people. And a lot of you, I know a lot of you would like just to have a nice traditional step-by-step normal relationship with people. And there's a lot of people who end up having those thoughts shaken up, you know, the shook up by spirit presenting more challenging kinds of loves like twin flames and such, to shake up those norms, to shake up those ways of thinking. But then you know what, you just never know, you might get the nice, easy, normal society's approval of love come through. Let's see what is coming up for you with the romantic fairy. What will be coming? Okay, so you have divine timing. Somebody's coming through at the right time, and that's what I feel like. Serendipitous event this month in February. I think you're gonna have a serendipitous event happen to you, and I think it propels you towards this really beautiful, structured love that you kind of want. Like, I feel like the majority of you out there that are watching this kind of want this. I'll find out more in the cards, but yeah, like you've got responsibilities. Romance is interrupted because of duties coming first. So maybe right now there's a bit of like a few people that are just working and okay, you're working and you want to have the romance, you want to have the family, you want to have all of that, but you want to build your career first. Okay, so the romance is interrupted now. Like, I'm not going to focus on that yet until I can achieve certain goals, and then I'll focus on that. But I feel like the timing is going to work out for you just exactly the way you want it. Timing is going to work out exactly right. Okay, so let's see what your future person or current person is saying to you. Let's see what a love message is. I hear you whisper in my own mind, will it ever change? All right, so I kind of get the energy that you're sensing somebody is out there for you and you want them to be in the 3D. I think they're coming into the 3D for you very soon. They're very strongly attracted. This energy is pulling towards you like a magnet. I'm going to go back. I'm going to go into the work phase of this reading, but I'm actually also going to ask Spirit if they can tell us more about this romance, because I'm curious. It seems like maybe it's meant to be secret, but we'll see, because I feel like the wisdom of the Oracle can tell us everything, more than just work, career, and spirituality. Okay, we have time to go. Okay, what is that about? And it's about timing. And we've had a couple of timing gifts. We got exchanging gifts. I said gifts. We had a couple of timing cards, like in pile 1. We had TikTok, okay? So maybe you need to watch pile 1, but everybody needs to watch pile 1. But I feel like you have time twice here as well. February is going to be an interesting month collectively of having to deal with time, daydreaming, action, movement, change, transitions, things like that. I'm already feeling it. Oh, look, and you have milk and honey at the bottom. So definitely gifts and good energy coming through, like gifts coming through, or just like presents and rewards. So time to go. What are we moving from? Because I didn't feel like you were with anybody particular in this, that somebody's on their way, but you could be moving away from one thing and attracting another. The time to go is about endings, though, and it's about completion and walking away from something because there's nothing else to learn or experience. So you've completed a phase. I just feel like you're ready for this new phase, and I think it's all, the timing is going to be just right, like it all falling into place. Feels like that to me. You're at the end of one journey and have not yet begun the next, and this is the moment to bless your experience thus far. So this is a very kind of still phase in your life where you're having a very peaceful, not a whole lot's going on, but it's good because it's like the calm before the storm. It's like the storm is going to be a good storm. It's going to be so amazing, full of energy and good things coming to you, but you need this calm period to kind of get your energy and reserves up, and also de-stress and detoxify from the past. So take stock of what you've learned. It's time to move on to new experiences and a new way of being. There's nothing left for you to do, be, or experience in your present circumstances. Take the risk and move on, even if you need to be in a transition for a time. Your destiny is calling you. So it's just, this is exactly what you are. You're in a transition period. It could be with romance and love, and work. For some of you, you could be choosing a new career. So the path you've been on with your work and creative projects and business alliances are about to they have come to an end or about to come to an end in February. Just some part of it is ending and a new phase is beginning. You won't find the success you desire by continuing on what you've been doing that is not working for you. Like if you just keep doing it, you just know that you got to let that go. You know that that's not working, and if you keep doing it, it's just going to make you sick. So you got to let it go. There's really no choice, but this is also an auspicious sign because there's no choice that will benefit you other than risking stepping into the unknown. And the very next card being gifts means that stepping into the unknown is going to be profitable for you. It's going to give you what you want. It also is talking about completion in general. Like when you finished your task, you can feel that you feel proud of it, feel good that you finished one thing, because then you can move on to the next. Sometimes when we finish one thing, we move on to the next thing really quickly, and sometimes it takes a little while. Like say you finish high school and you want to go to college, but you decide to take a year off. Well, that's fine. People do that. They take a year off to think about things or research or backpack across Europe or something like that. It could be something like that. Or you can do the next thing right away, that chapter 2 right away, like right after chapter 1. No intermission, no recess. Like when you watch a play or something and you get up and go have your intermission and you use the restroom and stuff. That's kind of the phase you're in now. If you want to be in that's what's being provided for you now. A little chance to get up and stretch your legs and go get a sip of water before you have to go back to the show. But when you go back to the show, you're going to see that the next half of the show is going to be real different from the first half. The first half was like a lead up, or it was things that was, you know, how you notice it a lot of times when story, or it could be like you're writing a book too. But in the story arc, the first chapters, a lot of this building up the characters, then building and then showing some kind of dilemma or some kind of conflict or some kind of something that needs to be resolved and to be some kind of resolution for it, some kind of cure, some kind of how do we get to a happy ending. And then the second half, the part 2, is all about the how you get to the happy ending. So I feel like you're going through that, about to approach that now. So like you are just, you're about to find things, you finish things, and the endings are opening a powerful new avenue of opportunity, even better than anything that you can imagine. You've done all you can and trust that Spirit has planning you to move forward. Fortune requires you to finish one chapter to go to the next one, but it's like when you close one door, another one opens. Oh, and speaking of doors, maybe I should get out the divine doors. Yeah, I'm gonna get, like, what is coming? Okay, what's behind the door? If you would like, you know, you should watch my Daily Dust, because I have a door opening up in Daily Dust. The Sacred Lotus. Compassion in action, the chosen tool. I see now the lotus in your spirit's jewel. Oh, so mysterious. So look up everything that has to do with the lotus blossom flower. It's a very spiritual flower. It's used a lot in spirituality as and a symbol of the crown chakra too, I believe. Yes. All right, so that could be like a little side adventure that you do after you watch this reading. And then maybe look at the other piles, pile 1 and pile 2. So exchanging gifts can be just something very sweet that's happening in February, like for Valentine's Day. The law of giving and receiving. This is currency, trade-offs, weighing costs, and determining value. You're entering into a productive and enriching time when all opportunities are being offered you. You have everything you need to seize them. And in order to honor them, you have to put in your time, exchange your experience and skills. It's not going to be a one-sided yet. It has to be like a nice give and take, a nice flow, a yin-yang. You can do it though. You have what it takes to be successful if you align with the law of giving and receiving. It's like the not two of pentacles, the 6 of pentacles. It's that beautiful ebb and flow, the energy of giving and receiving. And it's kind of like a dance, you know, it's a push and pull, it's a tango, it's a cha-cha-cha. So don't let your fear guide your choices. I feel like there is a bit of fear and fear of taking chances here. There is a need to take a chance, and that's going to be kind of key to your transformation and getting what you want, and money and receiving. But also use your currency wisely. Be mindful, but also be giving and generous. And you help to bring other people value in their life. You may be going through a very spiritual phase that asks the question, why? I like the question, why, because when you're in the now, when you're in the present, and you observing yourself, and you see your ego self, and you are in your higher self, and your higher self looks at your ego self and starts asking the question, why am I doing this, and why am I acting this way or reacting this way? And it can be very helpful. Like, it's important to do that without judgment or criticism. It's just plain observation. And then ask the question why, which helps get you a little deeper into the understanding of your motivations, like, and also not just that, but the where it came from, like from childhood, or something that happened when you were younger that triggered you then, and it comes back now, but you're not completely 100% aware of it, but you might start to find your awareness of it in February. So it is definitely about motives, driving intention. The power of knowing the why is so important. There is great power in motivations. And the oracle wants you to be real clear about why, you know, why you look for particular answers, why you behave a certain way, why you make a certain choice. Knowing your why is the key to fulfillment. When you're clear about it, your intention will be a magnet for miracles. So motives define the nature of your experience. And when you think about something and you feel it and then you act on it, that's when it happens. This invisible why is the life force energy within the seed that brings to life and holds the potential for growth. So in your business and career, knowing the motives behind your career and creative ventures is the ticket to your greatest success. If you're doing a job just for money, then you get just money. If you're doing things because you love it, then whatever you get out of it is kind of a cherry on top, right? Because doing something because you love it feels good. Now I know we all say, well, we gotta pay the bills, so why do you say that to yourself? Like, why are you putting limitations? Why are you seeing yourself as fun things can't make money and only hard things can make money? Like, really kind of get into it deeper like that. It's time to ask yourself some probing questions. Are you driven by a desire to serve as well? Does your prosperity impact your greater good? And when you envision your most prosperous life, are you guided by a sense of purpose or by a need to make money or acquire things or save for the future or all of them? So no motive is bad or good, but having agendas hidden from yourself will lead you to disappointment and possible failure. It's all about being aware of what you're seeing for yourself. It's not being in denial of it. It's okay. Like, we're human. And our motives come from so many stimuluses from in our lifetimes. The way we were raised and the way we see things on TV and the way we see society. So much comes from that. It's okay. It's nothing you've done wrong particularly, or right. Maybe you are right. It's just being aware of why you have the motives that you have. So be clear about the why you want things that you do, and if the motives are true, accept them, and if they are not, then change them, so you can step into your extraordinary life. That's a good one. I like that very much. Okay, so let's get a little bit of an Oracle of the Rose. This is such a beautiful deck, and it mostly talks about archetypes, people coming into your life, or characteristics that you might want to embody, but it can also be a spiritual message as well. Oh, I'm going to take this one. The Sensualist. The Sensualist came out onto my lap. Oh, my goodness. Heaven preserve me. So the Sensualist sounds like what it means. Is the modern garden rose. It is La France rose. Okay. La France. Sensualist is nice because I feel like that has to do with maybe your motivations behind life has to do the things that make you feel good. The smells, the tastes, the sights, the sounds. Passion and even romance are in focus. Ooh, so you're going to have a really lovely, I think, Valentine's Day for sure. I think that there's going to be some, maybe life has been full of interruptions and the work has taken over your romance life, but I think it's coming back into play again. And you're going to get the gifts, and you're going to get the sensuality and the good feels. So, so possibly some good activities coming through, and people, but not necessarily both. It's time to let your hair down, enjoy yourself, throw caution to the wind for a little while anyway. Don't let yourself go too far away from the ground, but still you can attract an admirer. And then the Sensualist, now, so if you are attracting an admirer, it could be this person, or you could be feeling this way this month. The sensualist is a lover of all things that delight and light up their mind, body, and soul. They know how to enjoy themselves, but they're not selfish in their pursuits, much preferring company along for the ride. And so, oh, this is the astrological sign of Scorpio, which is my sign. And it's all about seduction, affection, pleasure, spontaneity, and sexuality. Very nice. Very nice for this month. And I'm gonna get you a few charms now. All right, let's see what we got. Ooh, okay, we have the number 4. We've got this Libra, and Libra is about being charming. Ooh, you also have the diamond cluster, which is pentacles times 1,000, so you could be making lots of money. And also this is about a glow up. And we have the tree, which is also gifts. It's like Christmas time all over again. We have Saint Dymphna. You know, you may be feeling the winter blues, but I think that you could be, if you connect with Saint Dymphna, she can help you get out of like an anxiety or depression or the blues a little bit. I feel positive things coming to you, but you're going through like a little lull phase, and that's okay. It happens. You may be feeling like you're sitting in a rocking chair waiting for something to happen, but the wait is over, and goodness is coming through. You've got love on the way. I feel like you could be into photography, or at the very, you could also be exchanging photos with something like this give and take, like selfies and things having to do with your phone, because your phone is often your camera too, but just a lot of nice exchanges like that. We have the Mohawk Lily, and she's all about a patron saint of the exiled and ridiculed and stuff, and so you could be helping people boost them up. I feel like a lot of this energy, in this reading and this person is a lot of selfless energy. Like you care about others and you help others, and you've put your own needs on the back burner a little bit, but I think now this month is really like the things that are happening for you are coming out. So you may be like somebody who writes romance novels, but nothing romantic happens to you, and now you're going to get the romance. You've got the airplane. It could be some travel coming through. You have the windmill, which is air energy, strong, powerful energy. The butterfly of transformation, and the little leaf that to me represents health and eating well and vegetation and outdoors. It could also represent signs from the universe. If you step outside and you have a question and you say, Spirit, please tell me yes or no this, and if it's yes, drop a gold leaf at my foot or whatever, then you see the gold leaf. Things, little signs like that. You also have like there's music in the air. I recommend, I don't know, like some of you may resonate with this, but the movie Autumn Rush, I feel like that could be a nice clue to where you are romantically and spiritually in your connection. It could be somebody who you're connecting with that's going to come through. It's just the timing hasn't been right, but when the timing turns right, it's going to be so beautiful and serendipitous that everything just falls into place. I think this month is going to be a little bit of soul searching, the asking the question why, and sorting things out that way, but some bigger things coming through, possibly a beautiful Valentine's, and then towards the end of the month, even more like getting closer to more of these rewards and your destiny coming through. All right, you guys, so I hope you like that. Thumbs up if you like that. Feel free to comment below. Oh, that thumb down there, if you hit it, it's like this little confetti party now. There's a whole bunch of things that you can hit down there, like the subscribe button if you're new. Hey, thank you for stopping by. If you're not new, thank you for stopping by. There's also like little like gift things. Like I do this for free, but if you want to buy me a coffee, I'm not offended by that. You definitely can support the channel in lots of ways, like checking out the ways you can donate. Just simply being here helps. Watching my commercials help. Go to my Make Playing Cards site and pick out a deck and buy one of those, and that could help too. My Etsy shop is kind of like in flux right now, but if you would like to order a reading, you can use the Etsy site for that, or you can email me and I'll send you a price list. That's another way that you can help support the channel. There's lots of ways you can connect with me through Instagram and TikTok and other places. You can sing with me on Smule, and I'm just happy to have you guys in my life. You're my sparkles of life, sparkles of light, or life. Sparkles of light. And I just want to shout out a few of my sparkles of light. You can become a member, and as a member you get these awesome monthly readings. So my platinum pixies are Guacamole and Claudia Lane. My golden fairies, Leo Sunchild and Blenda Fox with a Book. My twin flamers are Jolene Sutton and Luisa Silva. My full of faithers are Mary Joy, Laura Ochoa, Weird Sister. And then I have a whole bunch of sparkles of light. The official sparkle of light is $1.99 a month. You can quit and come back anytime and never lose your status, and that provides your ability to chat for free on my lives. Sometimes I open it to the public, and a lot of times I'll just close it off to members only chat, just to keep it intimate. But we have Yvette, Jess, Miss Fred, Maurice, J.R. Colgan, Alaya, Lindsay, Giggles, Luce, Charisma, Divine Pearls, Amira, Sacred Dimensions, Katrina, Ashley, Patricia, Divine Goddess, Tosney, Jim, Terry, Esmeralda, Gloria, Luna, Jessica Johnson, Stoya, and Alexis, and many more coming and going. No matter if you're you're with me or you're not on a particular month, you're always a part of the Sparkles of Light community to me. We also have Patrons, my beautiful friend Melanie Williams, who's been a Patreon forever, and Trini, and Terry, and Marie, and Tracy. Over there on my Patreon page, you can see like artwork that I've been doing for my upcoming decks. And I need to get back busy with that, but I've been distracted a little bit by other kinds of artwork that I've been doing. So I'm a busy person, but I do lots of fun creative things all the time, every day. And if you are interested in any of my stuff, then feel free to reach out to me, and I will provide you with more information. And yes, and speaking of decks and things that I make, I created this deck, which is my romantic Faery Oracle. You can find that on makeplayingcards.com. So I'll see you guys around. Faith, Trust, and Pixie Dust.